Something has happened. You're not sure what it is, but your car won't start. Shh, do you hear that? Yeah, I don't either. No planes overhead, no vehicles running down the highway, nothing but silence. Have we been hit with an EMP? Maybe a CME? Am I out of gas? All I want is to get home. Do you have a get-home bag with the equipment you need to get you safely home? Welcome back to Survival Existence. Do you have water in your get-home bag? Do you have a weapon with you? Do you have additional ammunition in case you run into a problem and you need it? Do you have food? Do you have a way to purify water? Do you have a water filter? Do you have a canteen? You need to think about these things ahead of time. This get-home bag weighs about 20 pounds and includes some items that I can discard if necessary due to injury or anything else that would prohibit me from carrying even a 20-pound pack on my shoulders. This pack is the same pack in one of my previous videos that I repaired the strap down at the bottom and also reinforced the other strap to keep it from ripping out. Normally I would discard a pack if it even acted like it was gonna rip a seam, but this particular pack I really do like its size and its compartments. I'm very partial to. As you see on the outside of my pack, on a carabiner, or carabiner as some people call them, I have a spork, or it's a combination spoon, fork, nut driver, bottle opener, can opener, and also has a common head screwdriver on that end, or this end. On the other side, I keep a carabiner right here just for carrying any additional equipment that I may need on the exterior of my pack for quick deployment. And on another carabiner I have a pouch for my canteen, so I can have it on the outside and have water readily available. Another one of the extremely important things to make sure and provide for, even in a get-home bag. In just a minute we'll come back and I'll show you what I carry in my get-home bag. In my get-home bag, I'll start with this top pouch. If you'll notice, I have this pack bound tightly so it doesn't flop around whenever I carry it. In this top pouch, I have a compass, some night vision, and also a headlamp strap around my head if I need to do something in the dark and I need both hands. In the next compartment, I have a crank radio, which this is a very cheap radio, but it works, and hopefully it will work for a couple of days so I can find out what's going on around me if something as bad as a CME or EMP did happen. You just simply crank it in order to get power, and of course you have to crank it several minutes just for a minute of power, but it's still far better than being out in the backside of nowhere and not knowing what's going on when you can possibly be able to find out what's going on. This also has a regular white lamp and it has a red lamp in it. Also have several Clif bars just for energy on the run. Have a couple of cheap lights. I don't put an expensive light in this pack because this pack gets bounced around a whole lot, and also I'm not going to waste a perfectly good flashlight, and usually I have a pretty good light in my pocket in my everyday carry anyway, but this will get me home in a couple of days. Also has some extra batteries. Also have a Gerber multi-tool, and a very important thing that I have right here is a map of my local area wherever I'm traveling, which normally I'm within my own state and within my, as a matter of fact, my own county. But there are some places, even in my county, that is in excess of 20 to 30 miles, road miles, to be able to get back home. And even if I could sprout wings and fly, you're still talking about 15 or so miles. So having a good map of your general location is extremely important. I also have an extra box of 9mm ammunition to go with my sidearm. Okay, in my next compartment, get all this undone. I have medical supplies. I have several pairs of rubber gloves. Also have the old standby iodine. You can tell how old I am from carrying iodine. I have aspirin, and plenty of it, because it actually has more than one use. Also have an IFAK, Vietnam War era, but it's still good, and it contains iodine tablets to purify water if necessary. I also have some medical tape, a little bit of duct tape, and some regular old Band-Aids. And also, for any of the soldiers out there, foot soldiers, or anyone that's been a ground pounder, or even that hikes a lot, should know and be very familiar with what this is. This is moleskin, and it's great for putting on hot spots on your feet to keep them from blistering any further. And it's very useful whenever you have to motivate by your feet. I have an extra pocket knife. It's not an expensive one, but it'll serve its purpose. Also have some triple antibiotic ointment, some bug repellent, and some Carmex for chapped lips. Keep your lips from chapping. A little bit further down, I have my fire making equipment. They're both my Altoid tins. One of them is full of char cloth. The other one still has charcoal in it, which can help for writing or even actually for starting a fire. Have a magnesium and ferro rod and scraper for a little bit harder to start fires. I also have my bag of Vaseline coated cotton balls to help start a fire. I also have a little kit. I actually bought it at Walmart, and primarily the reason I bought it is just to have just an extra ferro rod to carry, but it also has some tinder and it has start when wet matches in it, so I went ahead and grabbed it up. There's a ferro rod, trusty lighter. There's also some tinder to help start a fire. And some of you will know what this is, and some of you won't, but it's a Joni hand warmer. I don't know about you, but I've spent a lot of time in the outdoors, either working or when hunting or hiking. And if my hands, feet, and head get cold, the rest of me is cold. So this is an effort to keep my hands warm, and it does a very good job, and it simply runs on lighter fluid and a measuring cup to fill it up so you don't overfill it and run out. Okay, the next compartment is the main compartment. I have a saw to help to obtain some firewood while I'm out. A couple of bags of freeze-dried beef stew. I have 3 bottles of water. I have a canteen which will come out of this pack and be attached to the exterior and this pouch for it. But I also have a World War II era canteen, pan, cup, or whatever you want to call it. It's great for purifying water, cooking, whatever you possibly need it for on an open fire. I also have some 550 cord. I have a mess kit for eating. I have a hat for summertime. I have a handkerchief, and it's intentionally red. A handkerchief, of course, is useful for wiping sweat off your brow, but it also is useful for signaling if necessary. And I also carry a tarp. This is an 8 by 10 foot tarpaulin. What I do with it, which this one I've never opened, but what I'll do with it is string some 550 cord between 2 trees and hang it over it lengthwise, leaving part of it on the ground, the other part come over the top, protect me from rain, dew, or whatever else. Last, but certainly not least, as important as water is, and I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where there are lakes, streams, and ponds all over the place, so I can always get water. The problem is making sure that it's safe to drink. In this particular pouch, I have a Sawyer Mini water filter. And of course it comes with a bag and the syringe and hose for backwashing the filter to clean out the sediment and anything else caught on the inlet side of the filter. A water filter is extremely important. Drinking water from an unknown source with unknown pathogens and viruses in it is never worth the chance. There you have it, folks. That's everything I have in my get home bag. I make it a rule to have at least enough stuff to keep me going for a couple of days, but with what I have here I can make it easily 4 days. Wouldn't be that big of a problem. Might get a little hungry, but I certainly wouldn't do without water or shelter or fire. What are your thoughts on keeping a get home bag, and what are your ideas, and what do you keep in yours? I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. If you would, put your comments down in the comment section. This has been Bobby with Survival Existence, helping you help yourself. Come visit us on Facebook, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel here at Survival Existence. Come visit our website at survivalexistence.com. Please like our videos and comment on our videos. Have a good day.